What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. My name is Caesaboo, and yes, I know, it's been a really long time since my last Pokemon Sleep video, but today's a special occasion. It's actually been 200 days of Pokemon Sleep for me, so I want to kind of talk about my journey on how the app's been. Today we're going to be talking about my likes, dislikes, how it's like to be a premium pass holder, and of course the number one important thing, how my shiny hunting journey has been going. I'm going to be showing off my shiny team, and I'm going to try to give you some tips and tricks on shiny hunting yourself. So go ahead, sit back, relax, and let's get started. So we're actually going to go ahead and open up the app, and the first thing that you're greeted with, of course, is my very hungry Snorlax. So let's go ahead and introduce my team. First off, I've got a shiny Gengar right here. I've actually got two, but we'll take a look at that later on. We have my Butterfree, shiny Butterfree. Then we've got Larvitar, who I'm waiting to evolve directly into a shiny Tyranitar. We've got shiny Dratini, which actually is the first Dratini encounter that I got as well, so that was some amazing shiny luck. And then of course my partner, shiny Meganium. So this has pretty much been my casual team as I've been playing the game. I don't like do extra naps or anything like I did, because I came up with a video a long time ago of the nap method if you're trying to shiny hunt, and by all means go for it if you think you can do it. But I've actually just been casually playing, and I wanted to see what the casual experience is like. I know that there are a lot of videos out there about showing off the best team with berry and ingredient and stuff like that, but today I'm just going to be showing what it was like for me playing casually. So the first thing that I do want to talk about is the premium pass. If you go down here to Sleep Pass, it shows that my pass may look a little bit different from yours because I'm actually paying monthly in order to keep all of my sleep data logged and to get monthly benefits. Now, the likes and dislikes with this. For one, being a premium pass Pokemon Sleep holder is that you only really truly get the benefits once every month. Now, I do get double sleep points as well at the end of each day based on my sleep score. So if you click right here and you go to exchange and we look at premium pass, I get items such as like Poke Biscuit, Grape Biscuit, Handy Candy Medium, Ingredient Ticket Medium, Dream Cluster Medium, and of course the main skill and the sub skill seeds. Now if you go back to just the regular exchange, you get the Master Biscuit, you get the Poke Biscuit, you get some Recovery Incense, Energy Pillow, and it's great, you know, if you are a person that is trying to go in and play thoroughly through this, trying to get Master Ball rank 20. But just for someone casual like me, look how many sleep points I have. I've got 6,261, and before this video, I'm pretty sure I had 12,000 and I wasn't using any of my sleep points. I am mainly a premium pass holder so that I can track my sleep. So that is like the one like with that too, is that I can go back through, and if you're very serious about tracking to see if you're getting good sleep, then you can go and you can see how well you've been sleeping or how bad your sleep has been. I have been using the Pokeball Plus Plus to track my sleep mainly, and on a couple occasions I've actually used my phone to track as well. What I can tell you is that if you want to be able to track your sleep with also hearing the sounds that you make in the middle of the night, it's best that you probably use your phone rather than the Pokeball Plus Plus. So let's also talk about the general store while I'm also on the subject of the regular Sleep Pass and the Premium Sleep Pass. I can tell you that right now I have 1,130 diamonds. I don't really know what to do with them. Do not waste your time on getting and using diamonds for incense. If you can see, one of the cheapest ones is 250, then you've got the medium and the large bundles, and then here's the Valentine's Day coming up, which that's for an event, and then of course you've got the bargain bundles. I would highly recommend saving your diamonds for when you know that you're seriously going to be playing the game and when you're really trying to go all in on 1 week and trying to reach Master Ball rank 20. I typically will spend the diamonds on extra storage as far as the Pokemon storage and the bag storage, because I find myself running out a lot because apparently you have to have that extra storage to get Dream Clusters. So I wish that the Pokemon Company or whoever's in charge of the app would kind of make it to where the Dream Clusters and the Dream Shards have their own storage. That's my only problem with that, and that's why I have to keep using it. But I will actually save my diamonds mainly for the easy travel tickets, just because it helps you move across different locations, and then also I will mainly use the diamonds for good camp tickets during events so that I can have the best Pokemon encounters overall. So since we're done talking about the shops, let's go ahead and actually talk about the main mechanic of the game as well. I really want to talk about the sleep style decks and, of course, how well the Pokemon Sleep app tracks your sleep. So, in order to see how much sleep that you've gotten, you're going to want to go to main menu and you're going to want to go to sleep data. Now, yours is probably going to look a little bit different if you don't have the premium pass like me. I can actually see all 207 days of sleep that I've gotten. Now, I believe that if you're just on the general pass, I don't know how long you get. I want to say maybe you only get about a month worth of tracking. But from here, I can actually see like what type I received that night, how many hours. And of course you can too, but I can go all the way back to the very beginning. And there's something that I like about the app too, is that you're able to kind of look and see the pictures that you took that day and what sleep style you discovered. So like right here, January 31st. Let's go ahead and click it. That is the day that I found my shiny Dratini, and that's kind of like acts as a cool memento. Like I can see that I got a shiny that day. I also can see how good my sleep was. Now because I used the Pokeball Plus Plus though, I didn't get to hear any recordings, and that's one thing. Again, if you want to be able to kind of hear the sounds and stuff that goes on in the middle of the night while you're sleeping, don't use the Pokeball Plus Plus because it does not track sound. Use your phone. Now, and also be careful when you are using your phone to track your sleep, because I have the newest iPhone and they do tend to get a little bit hot. I wouldn't keep it on like underneath a thick blanket. I would kind of keep it away from you on the edge of your bed, where not close enough to the edge where it's going to just completely fall off and tumble away. But just make sure it's kind of out of the way. Don't put it underneath a pillow. Don't put it near any big thick blanket, and you should be okay. But back to the Dratini, you can see how long it took me to fall asleep. And I would say that it's almost pretty much accurate that night. I went to bed around 10:30. It shows if you are a light sleeper, heavy sleeper. So I do tend to roll around in bed a lot. So it would stay in dozing all the time. So it would be 6 hours and 51 minutes. And then there was a point in time where I would hardly move. That snoozing time, 3 hours and 46 minutes. And of course, slumbering where you're completely stiff as a board. That's an hour and 35 minutes overall worth of time. It shows the drowsy score, and it shows everything that you were able to discover as far as sleep types, which was pretty much all dozing because all of my sleep was dozing that time. And of course, right here at the end, it shows that I added the Dratini. So if you do want to kind of take the time to look and see like overall in a calendar mode, up here in the top right corner, you're going to want to hit calendar. And there it shows you pretty much in calendar form where all of your sleep data is. And if you go all the way back here, you can see that I began my Pokemon Sleep journey on July 19th. But one issue that I have been having with the Pokemon Sleep app is discovering sleep styles if you're playing casually. So let's go ahead and go here to the sleep style decks right here. And I can show you that I only have 42.6% completed of it. I know that the new Lapis site was just announced, and I believe that people can already go and use it for sleep, for data research and everything, but I don't have enough sleep styles discovered to even get there. So that's number one of my problem. I keep getting the same types of Pokemon over and over and over again. And this is also a problem during the events as well. But for as far as dosing type, you can see that I've discovered 72 out of 161. For snoozing, I've discovered 73 out of 176. And then I have a really hard time encountering slumbering type because I am trying to do a hunt for shiny Wartortle, and that is 68 out of 162. So I don't really know any kind of like good ways of discovering different sleep types. I can tell you that, yeah, if you kind of don't want to play fairly, I would move your phone or your Pokeball Plus Plus to the quietest part of your bed where there is going to be a little bit of movement, but there's not, because if there's no movement at all for all 8-9 hours that you're asleep, it's not going to accurately track. In fact, it'll even throw up a warning saying it was unable to track your sleep, and it'll give you a random score. So you definitely don't want that. But at the same time, if you find yourself always getting dozing, always getting snoozing, always getting slumbering, make sure that you're putting your Pokeball Plus Plus or your phone in different spots of the bed to where it can kind of more accurately or not accurately track your sleep so that you're able to discover more sleep types. Moving on to notes. As right here, you can see that I still have a long way to go. I've got 69.9% of notes done. So berries, 12 out of 18. Ingredients, 12 out of 16. Dishes, 25 out of 57. I have a really hard time of discovering dishes, but that's because some of my Pokemon are at lower levels. So the higher they get, the more ingredients that are discovered, the more dishes you can discover. And then of course, sleep tips. For some reason, I'm only missing one, 51 out of 52. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the berries that I've discovered. I did get 60 diamonds. You get diamonds for discovering stuff in your notes. So make sure that you are kind of going through capturing Pokemon, adding Pokemon to your team. It's very important because it adds to your notes, and then the more that you use those berries, the more that you've discovered those dishes, you get diamonds, which are very important because you're going to want those good sleep tickets for the events. So I'm still missing a few berries right here, but I've discovered about most of them. And then with ingredients as well, more diamonds. That's 60 diamonds. Here are some of the ingredients that I've discovered. And then dishes, more diamonds as well, 240 diamonds, because I haven't clicked on the notes yet and I've been creating more dishes. That's a lot of diamonds for Pokemon Sleep. And here are just some of the dishes that I've created as well. Sleep tips. I don't think I'll get any diamonds from those just because I've almost discovered one, but I'm missing number 7. So let's talk about the research community real quick. And right here, opening up the screen, it says there's some new updates. So when new researches arrive, you'll get Pokemon candy for those researches. Friends research is updated every 4 hours, so check it regularly. And then you can choose what information is shared with friends from the sharing options screen. So right now I only have about 4 friends, and here's a candy right now. Alexis discovered a Charmander. So, oh, and we grew friendship, and of course you get rewards as well from, you know, just continuing to be friends with them, and the further you go and the more research you share. So I got a linking cord from them. So right here, you can take a look. Here is Alexis's data. Oh, she's got a shiny Charmeleon, really cool. And they discovered a tummy rub sleep, and they had a drowsy power of 44 million. So that's just a bunch of stuff that you can look at. You can also see the RP power, which is really cool. So if we click back here, and then I believe if we go right here up in the top right corner, you can see your friends list right here. You can see your requests right there. And then this plus button right here is to add someone. Go ahead, and if you all want to share codes in the comments below, you're more than welcome to do that. You can also send me a request right here. Of course, once I fill up, I can't really add you, but I don't mind having more friends on Pokemon Sleep. The more friends you have, the more rewards you get. So let's go ahead and move on to my shiny hunting journey in Pokemon Sleep. I'm gonna cut into the middle of the video right here, and first of all, I want to say a huge thank you to helping me reach over 1,000 followers on the channel. In order to celebrate, we are actually going to be hosting a giveaway on the channel. You have the chance to win a Paldean Fates Elite Trainer Box for the first place winner. Second and third place winners will have a chance to get some random cards that I've added into the giveaway, and you have the chance to win a little box from McDonald's that comes with a McDonald's pack. So link is in the description for that giveaway, and then I believe I've tagged it up right here in the corner. Now let's go ahead and get back to the video where I'm showing off my shiny team. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about shiny hunting in the game. If you all want more information, you can check out this video here where I kind of explain the nap method. Now, if you're casually playing, I can tell you that Pokemon Sleep really genuinely makes it feel like you're actually shiny hunting in the game. There would be days where I would go without finding a shiny, and then sometimes I'd get a shiny like back to back to back, and I couldn't even believe it. So if you want to check out your shiny collection, you're going to go down here in the bottom left corner, and then you're going to go to Pokebox, which is right here. Now, I have 73 out of 80 storage left, so you're going to kind of want to be careful, and that's why I'm saying, too, make sure that you're saving those diamonds to expand your box, to expand your bag, because you're definitely going to need them, too, besides the good camp tickets. So if you go to this little search bar right here, and you scroll all the way down, and you hit shiny, here is my shiny team. So, my first ever shiny was Bonsai. He is a Pseudo-Wudo, and here is information about that. Charge strength level 3, and I know that a lot of people kind of take like the RP very seriously and trying to get to master 20, but I'm casually playing, so I don't really care. If it's a shiny, I'm probably using it on my team. Next up, we've got my partner Mango. That was my second Pokemon that I discovered, and I can tell you too that it actually does take quite a bit to evolve these Pokemon as well, which is another thing that I enjoy. It's very casual, it's very slow, you know, and if, yeah, you can have all these candies stored up and then immediately evolved them up. But I can tell you, it probably took me a whole maybe 2 months to just evolve Mango. So next up on my team was Butterfree. I still don't have a name for Butterfree yet, but another thing that I really like about Pokemon Sleep is that natures are involved in this game. My Butterfree is at Jolly type, so it actually has benefits to being Jolly type, but it also has negatives too. So with Butterfree, it can gain experience quicker, but it is slower at finding ingredients. So that's another clever thing that I think that they added to the app. Let's move on, and then I discovered another shiny Bonsai. Or Bonsley. There we go, Bonsley. So I named him Bonsai Jr. And there's just another thing with him. And he also almost, I think, had identical traits to the first Bonsai that I found, which was really weird. So modest nature, ingredient finding, and slow in speed and help. And then I discovered Larvitar, which was a very big surprise. I think it was around Halloween that I discovered Larvitar. No, actually, it was 2 days before my birthday. And I know that I was going to come out with a video explaining, do you get a shiny for your birthday? But that was the one day I actually messed up and was trying to fix the volume on my app. And I completely missed that night of sleep. So I didn't get to test out the birthday shiny thing. So let me know if you all found out that that was true or not, and if you can get a shiny for your birthday. I gotta wait a whole other year to find out if that's real or not. So we've got the Larvitar. And then moving on, I got my first shiny, I want to say it was Haunter. I did not find Ghastly. Named her Shiver, and Lonely type is their nature. And discovered on December 20th, only 487 hours slept with, and then literally the next day, not even joking, or maybe it was the day after, that same week I discovered another Haunter. And what was crazy is that it was identical, again, Lonely type. So I don't know what's up with that. I don't know why I keep getting identical Pokemon. I found another Sudowoodo. Actually, it was a Sudowoodo and not a Bonsley. And then I found Nugget, which I want to say was a shiny Diglett. And I was using Nugget on the team, and then I benched them because I wound up getting a shiny Dratini as my partner. So my hunt is still going on for the shiny Wartortle. I don't know if I'll be able to get the shiny Wartortle. Let me know if you all have managed to get a shiny starter. But that's what I'm waiting for, is shiny Wartortle. I'm not even going to evolve it up all the way. I just want to keep it a shiny Wartortle. So as far as like shiny hunting goes and everything on the app, I can tell you that it is really fun. If you're playing casually too, you're trying to wake up every morning and just to kind of see if you have a shiny. I know there have been some mornings, like with the shiny Dratini, I woke up and I about screamed at like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, like, oh my god, I got a shiny Dratini. But if you're looking to try and get a shiny for yourself in the Pokemon Sleep app, or if you're just not having any luck, once again, try the nap method. I have talked about that in one of my previous videos, but let's go ahead and talk about the likes and the dislikes so far with this app. So first off, my likes with the app. I can tell you that I do kind of like how it tracks your sleep, and it actually does essentially reward you for having good sleeping behavior. I like that there are missions. For example, with this right here, with the limited time missions going on the lakeside, you know, using candies, and then giving your Pokemon biscuits, and then you have weekly rewards as well. Like right here, I can claim a Bulbasaur incense because I have been, you know, just completing these rewards, which is really cool. Now, what else I can tell you is that as a premium pass holder, I love that I'm able to go back and look at my sleep. You know, I know that if you don't have the premium pass, then you can't go back and look, but it's still really cool that you can go back and look. And then also, I can tell you that I have a lot of fun kind of learning about the different sleep patterns or the different sleep behaviors of Pokemon. It's very educational for someone that like wants to go and look at, you know, how Pokemon sleeps. For example, with Dotrio, it even was accurate in saying that like 2 of the heads sleeps while 1 stays awake and is alert, which I think is really cool. And I also like how you can kind of take pictures of the Pokemon that you find during your sleep and share that with your friends and show off to your friends, hey, look, I caught a shiny that night, or look how high my drowsy power was that night. Overall, I think that the app is really fun. Let's go ahead and talk about the kind of downside to the app as well. First of all, I can tell you that I've had quite the glitchy experience sometimes with the app. Let's start from here. I started up the app one day and boom, there's a whole bunch of Pokemon on the main screen on top of Snorlax. In fact, that was every Pokemon that I was going to encounter for that day as well, as far as like the night of sleep that I got. I've also been having an issue with the sound playing as well. For some reason, I'll even unmute notifications and everything. I'll close out the app, make sure everything's closed out, and turn it back on. And for some reason, no sounds playing other than the sound effects. I've tried clearing the cache. I've tried uninstalling and reinstalling, which is why I messed up that one time getting my birthday shiny. So I'm not sure why that's happening. I tried getting in contact with the Pokemon company, and I don't think that they could really figure it out either. So if you all are having that issue, please let me know. We'll come down and, you know, try to figure it out together. I can tell you too, the reason why that I didn't come out with a video on the events as well is because there's a problem with the events and the encounter rate with the events. During this Lapis Lake event, I got incredibly lucky in finding that Dratini because I used an incense. But throughout the whole event, I haven't seen a lot of Stuffles. I haven't seen a lot of Dratinis. I haven't seen a lot of Ralts, which is crazy. You would think that they would be everywhere. Same goes for the Eevee too. I remember it saying that we were going to have increased shiny odds. I only maybe encountered like 5 Eevees that whole week and none of them were shiny. So that's another thing that I would, you know, ask the Pokemon company to look into. Hey, maybe increase the odds for discovering sleep styles that week with just Eevee or just Ralts, just Dratini, just Stuffle. It really needs to be focus based, almost kind of like a community day and go. But overall, that is my gripes and complaints with the apps. That's what I like about the app, and I can't really think anything else other than, you know, to say it's still been a pretty good experience. I was really excited when the information for Sleep was first leaked, and I'm still having a pretty pleasant experience. My only hope for the future of the app is to once again maybe fix the encounter rate with everything, have more events. I know that it's just an app and it's not a full game, but I would love to be able to have maybe one more feature added. I don't know what they could add, but they can maybe add one more feature to the game to make it seem less repetitive. I know that it's just an app tracked for sleep, but throughout the day, you know, I want to be able to, you know, do something small, go in and check with the Pokemon, maybe to boost their, their energy throughout the day so that they produce more ingredients, more berries. So I want to add in too, really quickly, I think that the Pokemon company should adjust with sleep schedules. I think that you should be able to kind of like adjust when you're going to bed. Like some people work third shift, some people go to work and they have to get up really early, or they have to sleep during the day. And sometimes the app will reset at a weird time. I know that it's not like at 12 on the dot, but I think that the app should reset according based on to when you go to bed, because sometimes those sleep scores are messed up, and then sometimes people aren't able to fully use the app the way that they should, and sometimes, you know, it says that they've gotten very little amount of sleep, and then they're not able to discover all the sleep styles that they need for the sleep deck. So that's another thing that I think that the Pokemon company could work on. Alright everyone, but thank you all so much for watching. I greatly appreciate the support that you all have been doing for the channel. Do not forget about that giveaway, and also if you want to support the channel, and if you do like Pokemon cards, and you need some binders for your cards, if you go to Vault X, be sure to use code CZABOO and it can help save 10% off on your next purchase. It supports the channel, it supports me, and you get a good deal on card binders. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and I'll catch you all next time with more Pokemon Sleep videos. Oh, and leave a comment on what you think I should talk about too with Pokemon Sleep. I really enjoy the app. I want to be able to cover more topics for you all. So until then, peace out. Have a nice day. Bye.